and welcome to Monday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where I'm recording this really early on Monday morning because this puzzle on screen has absolutely laid waste to our testers. Only one of them managed to do it, I believe, after an incredibly long and difficult struggle. But they have assured me that this is a puzzle that needs to be seen in a Cracking the Cryptic video. It's called Keep Talking and No One Explodes, and it's by Zetamath, so themed presumably on the wonderful game that Mark and I have been playing on some of our streams recently, where basically you have to stop bombs exploding and killing you. So this one's more like Keep Solving and Simon Won't Explode. Now, it's got quite a long rule set. I have just read the rules, and they are, well, they're amusing and also completely bonkers, but we'll get to those in just a second. I've got a few things to say first. Initially, I'd like to say congratulations to Peter Venus, who became a father yesterday for the first time. Peter, we are absolutely thrilled for you. And yeah, welcome to a new world. He sent us a brilliant picture as well. So yeah, wishing you all the best with fatherhood. Now, apart from that, slightly more prosaic, but still very important, many more of you have managed to work your way through the Star Wars Sudoku hunt. So I want to say very well done to Christy Klingert, to Shay Ganarelli, Rajav Bomaraju, I hope I'm saying it correctly, I'm sorry if I'm not, Liz Scoble, Dave Hunter, and Skylar Meadows. Brilliant solving, all of you. And if you haven't had a go at that, do check it out. It's over on Patreon right now, and you've still got days left, 3 more days, in order to be eligible for a prize. Now, let's do it, shall we? Let's get to this puzzle. I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but I am slightly daunted by the testing reports, I have to tell you. And here we go. The rules are as follows. Don't panic. There are several bombs hidden throughout the grid, but if you just follow these simple, not at all convoluted directions, you can disarm the bombs and save everyone. The bombs take the form of 3 regular Sudoku digits, which you must determine. All instances of each of those digits in the grid are bombs. Each row, column and region must contain the digits 1 to 9 once each. There are 9 regions to be discovered, each containing 9 orthogonally connected cells. The arrows point at a bomb within the same region. The digit on the arrow tells you how many cells to travel to reach that bomb. For example, if row 6 column 2, is that one? No, row 6 column 2. If that one is a 3, that would tell you that row 3 column 2 is a bomb digit in the same region as row 6 column 2. So 1, 2, this cell, is that what it's saying? Row 3 column 2, yes. It's saying that this and this, well, it's saying 2 things, I think. Let's make that, I don't know, let's make that a 9. That's saying that this square here is a bomb, and these 2 cells are in the same region. Good grief. Okay. Let's see what it's saying next. Not all arrows are necessarily given. Okay. The black dots in the grid separate digits with a ratio of 1 to 2, which are in different regions. Oh, wow. So the black dots are sort of operating, they're doing double duty as well. So they're telling us that these 2 cells are in different regions, and these 2 digits are in a 1 to 2 ratio, so one can be double the other. So if that was a 2, that could be a 1 or a 4. That would be the options. Now, ooh, okay, all such black dots are given. And then there's a square bracketed piece which says digits with a ratio of 1 to 2 that are in the same region are not marked. I see. So if this was in a different region to this, these cells could not be in a 1 to 2 ratio. That's what this is saying, because if they were in a 1 to 2 ratio, there would need to be a black dot between them. And then if we're looking, let's imagine this was a region, those 9 cells were a region, then there can be dominoes within this region which have a 1 to 2 ratio. Digits with a ratio of 1 to 2 that are in the same region are not marked. Yeah, okay. So that is all, well, it's complicated and very interesting. And I am going to endeavour not to make myself explode, which means I need to keep talking. What an idea, hey? Well, Zeta Maths puzzles are always absolutely top-notch, so we know this is going to be an amazing puzzle. What we don't know is how hard it is, although I'm suspecting very hard. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. Now I get to play. Let's get cracking. So I suspect some of you may need to be cancelling your Netflix subscriptions and not watching the current season of Cobra Kai. Because you're going to have Cracking the Cryptic videos to watch. How do you start this? Do you start it? Maybe what I should do first is literally divide the black dots up, because every black dot is separating 2 different regions, so I might be using the pen tool today, I think. If you're not familiar with the pen tool and you want to use it in your solve, the way to get it is to click the cog to the right of your grid. So once you've launched the puzzle in our software, click the cog, and then you can see, hopefully you can see it on the screen, Enable Pen Tool. Turn that on, and then you will find an option on the right of the sort of place where you enter digits, which looks like a circle with 2 lines through it. If you click on that, then you can start doing things like, oh, I've got to click on it first, things like this, and drawing boundaries between cells. So I now know that I can draw boundaries dividing regions on every black dotted cell, which is at least something. Feels like progress. Now the other thing I suppose I can do is to look at cells like that one, because that is pointing at a bomb in its region, but it just physically can't be a greater than 2, because it would go off the edge of the grid. So that square is a 1 or a 2. This one is up to 5, so I don't think I'm going to pencil mark that. That one deserves a pencil mark. I've decided that the benchmark for pencil marking is going to be 4 options. So that one doesn't get a pencil mark. Although I do feel like maybe I should, a little run of 3 arrows there, maybe I should pencil mark those. I don't know. Oh, I've got, okay, that's interesting. That's a 1-2 pair there. Because again, both of these arrows can't point to a cell that's off the end of the grid. That one merits a pencil mark, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That one is just 1, 2, or 3. And you've got 2 aligned here. Oh, both of those would be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Oh, and they're on a black dot. Okay, this one is going to get a pencil mark because it's on a black dot. And it's on a black dot which takes 5 out of it, because obviously 5 cannot pair up with 10 or 2.5. Oh, yeah, okay, and 3 can come out of this as well, of course, because neither of these arrows could be a 6, because the 6th cell would be off the end of the grid. That's lovely. So this is 1, 2, or 4. So there must be a 2 in this domino. There we go. There must be a 2 in this domino. So now there is no 2 on this black dot. So this is not 1, 2 or 2, 4. So this is either 4, 8 or 3, 6 out of nowhere. Don't know if we can improve upon that, but that is at least a deduction. And now we shall, for our next deduction, we shall look at these black dots, maybe? Yeah, okay. A run of 3 black dots must have a 2 and a 4 on it. And you can see that by, well, more by experimentation than anything else. If you try and use other black dot-worthy digits like 3 and 6, you'll run into a problem on one end of this string, because you'll either have to put a 12 in or a 1.5. So this either, oh, and actually look, we've got a 1, 2 pair here, so this digit is restricted. So in fact, this top digit must be a 1 or a 2, going into a 2 or a 4, going into a 4 or an 8. And that's the only way I think that will work. And I think the thing that's interesting about this is not so much the options for each of these cells, but the fact that whether this is a 1 here and goes 1, 2, 4, or whether it's a 2 here and goes 2, 4, 8, there is always a 2 and a 4 in this string. So this digit is not 2 or 4, so that's down to 1 or 3 now. So that means there is a bomb in this cell or that cell. Okay, that's marvellous. I don't know what that means though. We've got... hang on, I don't actually know what we've got. Oh, yeah, okay, if there's a 2 on this black dot, and then there's no 2 on this black dot, so this black dot is also either, so it's a bit like this one, it's either 3 and 6 or it's 4 and 8. Wow, okay, don't stop talking, Simon, don't stop talking, you haven't got time to think, you've got to solve the puzzle. Okay, golly, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. What do I have to pencil mark more extensively than I have already? Oh yes, this one maybe, because this one also is on a black dot, and that digit can't be a 5, so that's a 1, 2, 3 or 4. Yeah, okay, sorry. Which means this square, which can't be, oh no, that one can be a 6, which is rather annoying. So that can be 1, 2, 3, 4 or 6. It can't be 8, because 8 would be a cell that's off the end of the grid. So if that's 3 and that's 6, that would be saying 1, 2, this would be a bomb, and that would be a bomb. Ah! Maybe what I've actually got to think about here, or do I have to colour some of this? Because all of these are in different regions. Oh no, no, that's not necessarily true. This is certainly in a different region to this, and this is certainly in a different region to that, but that doesn't, I suppose, prevent things like this from being true. So it's possible for those two to be in the same region. My goodness. Okay. As usual, I'll get my apologies in early. I'm sorry if you're seeing what I meant to do here. I'm not that surprised. I'm struggling to start this though. As I say, we had 3 different testers look at this, and 2 of them just got absolutely bamboozled by it. What about that square then? So that's saying that there is a bomb over here. It'd be nice to know what the bombs were. That is a truth, isn't it? So, or the 1, 2 pair here. So that's saying that there are 2 bombs in this 2 by 2. Oh, I've got 2 in there. Oh no, okay, that's nothing. I already knew that that wasn't a 2. It was just my profligate pencil marking of the 2, 4 pair that I know exists in these 3 cells. Why is there no black dot on that? That's the negative constraint, isn't it? Black dots separate digits with a ratio of 1 to 2 in different... all such black dots are different. Right, so these are in the same region. Okay, well that's something I hadn't appreciated before. Okay, that cell must be orange, because if this is a 1, it's telling us that this is in the same region as it, and is a bomb. And if it's a 2, that's in the same region as this. And there's no way, what you couldn't do is put a sort of 9-cell region in the middle of these orange cells, and then connect, if you put let's do a really efficient 9-cell region. Well, in fact, I've actually closed it off there. There's just no way of doing it, even if you do it this way. So that's a 9-cell region. Now I try and attach this orange to this orange in 9 cells. Hopefully it's totally obvious that that's going to be more than 9 cells. So that won't work. So that means that whether this is a 1 or a 2, this square is definitely orange. Although actually thinking about it, one of these is a 2. So one of these is signalling one of those. Yeah, okay. So if it's, even if this one is a 2, signalling this is orange, you can then see this must be orange. And if this is a 2, signalling this is orange, then it's still orange. So that cell is orange. Now this actually is already getting more interesting, because that cell now can't be a 1 or a 2, because there's already been a 1 and a 2 in the orange region. So that's at least a 3. 1, 2, 3. So this square must be orange. And again, you can't fit a 9-cell region in this gap and then have a hope of connecting this to this in less than 9 cells, or exactly 9 cells. It just won't work. So those are now orange, and suddenly we're up to a 7 size orange region. We've got positively an orange grove growing in the southeast corner of the grid. Okay, so hang on a minute, if that one, oh no, sorry, right, hang on, what's this now? I was trying to think about what digit I could put in there, and whether if I put a larger digit in, it would break this cell. But I think that's irrelevant. I think I just have to think about this digit, because that is a positive number. So that is signalling one of these 4 cells as being in the same region as itself. So that is orange. And now I'm up to an now I'm up to an 8 size region. So that can't be the 9th orange cell, because if it is, it's saying there's another orange cell in those 3 cells, and that would make it a 10-cell region at least. So that cell is different from its, I use blue. So orange and blue are meant to, I think, be the most colorblind friendly options. So now I've got, no, hang on, and now I've got a 1 in my region here. So that square's a 3. Just absolutely forced. And that means that this square is a bomb. That's not a 3. Hang on. Do I have a good way of notating a bomb? I might use the pen tool, I think. I could use that. Or maybe O is better than X. Yeah, X, I think. Let's use O for bombs. So we have found our first bomb. And we don't know what digit it is, but we do know. Oh. No, that's weird. Okay, so I was about to say that this might be signalling that as well, but that can't be true, because in order for this arrow to signal this bomb, it would have to be a 1, which it can't be. So this is signalling a different bomb. Oh, but 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that has to be a 4, I think. And it has to be a 4 because there's no way you can put more oranges into this row. So it has to be signalling one of these 4 squares, and it can't be a 1, 2 or a 3 because they've already appeared in the region. That's a 4, and that 3 is a bomb. And now, once we know what this is, so there's another bomb either here or here, depending on what this digit is, and that will be all the bombs in row 9, because there are 3 digits that correspond with bombs in the puzzle, so those 3 digits are not going to repeat in a row. So there are going to be, so this square here is not a bomb for sure. This square can't be a bomb. So either 1 or 2 is not a bomb. 4 here is knocking itself out of that cell, so that's now a 1 or a 2, which is very annoying because that doesn't actually remove any option from this square. I've got a 1-2 pair in this column now. I've got 8 cells in orange. I need 1 more. And I suppose I now know 4 is not a bomb, because whatever's is a bomb in one of these 2 squares is clearly not a 4. 3 is a bomb. Alright, well that's progress of a sort. We have used our dottages and arrows to good purpose. But what do we do now? That's the challenge. I've got to add 1 cell to orange, but I think there's a lot of places this could be. I think the only cell it's definitely not is that one, because that has got a region boundary. Wow, okay. Okay, I can extend blue by 1 cell, because whether this is a 1 or a 2, it's signalling a blue in one of those 2 squares. And again, even if it's a 2 and we put a blue here, what you can't then do is fit a 9-cell region in here and then surround it in 9 cells to reach these blues together. So that must be blue. This, oh hang on, that's weird. That can't be 6 anymore, can it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would put this as in orange, and that can't be an orange because it would be the 9th orange cell and wouldn't be connected to everything else. So that square is not 6, and that means I can take 3 out of this arrow selection. And this is, that's weird actually. Hang on a minute. I have, there's something weird going on. This arrow feels like it's the wrong sort of arrow. It's in the wrong neighbourhood. What's going on? I don't like the cut of this arrow's jib at all, because what this is saying, I'm almost tempted to say this cell has to be blue. Let's try and make these 2 cells not blue. So I'll make this one green and this one, I don't know, red. Now, what this arrow is telling us is that somewhere along these 4 cells is another red cell. Let's just put it as efficiently as we can. Let's put it next to it. But this one is saying that there is a green cell somewhere over here. So again, if red and green are different from blue, we've got this perennial problem we keep running up against, where we can try and pack an efficient 9-cell region here, which wouldn't work anyway, it would break all these black dots. But then you can never join the greens together in 9 cells. I don't know how many cells that is, but it's definitely more than 9. So I think that tells us that one of these is blue. They're not both blue because of the black dot. Now, it can't be this one that's blue, because that's just exacerbating the problem. I've still got to have a blue in one of those 3 squares and connect somehow around a 9-cell region of red. So this square here is blue. And therefore that square must be blue. Because again, wherever the blue is along here, you can't fit a 9 cell. This is quite clever logic, isn't it? It really is very, very neat. So now, oh, hang on. So we've got, these have to signal bomb positions. No. Okay. This is weird. I'm getting confused. Sorry about this. Let me just think about this for a minute. How can that be a bomb? If that's a bomb, that has to be... Well, no, hang on, let me put this differently. If that's a 1, that's telling me there's a bomb here. But then that's a 2. And that's fine in the sense it's signalling that there is a bomb here, which is 2 cells away. But those would be meant to be in the same region, which they wouldn't be. So I don't think that's a 1. Doesn't mean that can't be a 2, unfortunately. Oh, but this... no, this can't be a 1. That clearly can't be a 1. It's much easier to see why that can't be a 1, because that would be saying that's in the same region as it. That is now a 2-4 pair. That was probably really obvious to some people. I'm sorry that's taken me ages to work that out, but I have worked it out. So this is a 2-4 pair. So if... No, that can't be the 4, because then you're going to have a problem again. If this is the 4 and this is the 2... then that's telling us that 1, 2, 3, 4, this is a blue cell. And there's going to be a green cell. Well, actually, it just breaks. It breaks immediately. This 2 is signalling that square, which is clearly nonsense. But anyway, even if you try and put a green in here, you're going to run into a big problem trying to ring this blue region. Or, well, a bigger problem trying to make this blue connect to these blues around a green region that sort of loops itself. So this is absolute nonsense, and that's great. So that's 4, and that's 2. And that's 1, and that is now a bomb. I love this puzzle so far. That's now a bomb on the 2 here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hang on. Is there a bomb here as well? 1. Hang on. 4 from here. 1, 2, 3. That's selling. That's a bomb. And 2 from here. Yeah, I suppose I was just surprised these bombs were in consecutive cells, but it does make sense. Now, and we can colour them in. So let's not neglect that. That now has to be blue, and that has to be green. And does that mean that has to be green? No, because that could be... we need one more cell in orange, which could be that one. But green still has to get out. So that's green. This is not green because of the black dot, so that must be green. Now, what does that mean? I could just keep this going, and then the blue region would run underneath the green region here. I'm just not sure what any of this... what I'm meant to do with this. There's clearly... There's some implication here I'm not quite understanding. I feel like every time I get a deduction and get a couple of new colours or something like that, I just run into a brick wall. What have I now learnt? I have learnt that this cell is not a 6. Because if it was a 6, there should be a black dot dividing those two squares. And there isn't. So, where is the weakness now in the puzzle? I've got to connect green up. So maybe I can force this square to be blue. If that square's not blue, let's just have a look at that. Let's say blue ends. And now I've got to build 4 more blue cells into this blue region and still connect the greens up in a 9-cell region. That doesn't seem to be likely. So the most efficient way I could do that would be like that with blue. This can't be blue because it's definitely a different colour to this one. So we must take something like those cells. So if they were blue, green would be no, green, that's impossible. That's far too... Even I can see that's more than 9 cells. It's a lot more than 9 cells. It's 12 cells. Right, so that's clearly nonsense, and that's grand again. So that means that square is blue. And I'm not sure that that won't work again, because even if those 3 are blue, to complete blue, i.e. I'm sort of penning blue in down at the bottom here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's 7, 8, 9, and I haven't even connected it, so that doesn't work either. And I don't think there's a more efficient way of packing these blues in than that way. I mean, if I did that, let's just check that as an option. I don't think that will work either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, it's worse, in fact. So hang on, what did I do? I think I'd worked out this was blue already, although now I'm questioning myself. Yes, no, I had, and because I was staving blue in by making both of these cells black. I now know that one of these cells at least is blue. That's just so hopeless. It's so unfair. No, it's not. No. Hang on. Maybe I can just say, where does 2 go in? Yes, I can. Oh, this is gorgeous. Right, where does 2 go in the bottom row? Because at the moment I haven't put a 2 in it, and I can't put a 2 in orange, and I can't put a 2 in blue because there's already been one. There's already been a 2 in orange. So 2 must go there by Sudoku, and this 2 is a new region which might actually be green. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's not. That's not green. This is a totally new colour. That little cell in the corner, we will award it with the colour of purple. There. This is a purple 2, and that's a totally new region because it can't belong to green or blue, and it's clearly not orange, so that must come out. So now I know that 2 is not a bomb. So I now know 1, 2 and 4 are not bombs. And 3 is a bomb. Oh, hang on. Is this signalling this, or could it be signalling this? Oh, this is so complicated. I tell you something, actually, this is beautiful logic again. Zeta math is so clever, it's just not fair. Right, if this was a 1 and this was a 2, in theory I could turn this orange, but the problem now is I've got 4 bombs in orange, because this would be a bomb, and this 2 would be putting a bomb there, and those 4 digits that I've just highlighted, all 4 of those cells would contain bombs, and I can't put 4 bombs in a region, because that would imply that I'd repeated a digit, given only 3 digits are allowed to be bombs. So, this is the wrong order. That's a 2, that's a 1. This 2 is signalling this, and now there is a bomb here. And that means I've done my bombs into the bottom 2 rows. But I still don't think I know whether this is orange. I might be wrong about that. There may be a way of telling but I don't know how to do that immediately. 4 is coming out of that square. So that takes 8 out of this square. And keep talking, keep talking. We don't want any explosions around here. Do we... no, hang on a minute. I worked out that blue had to extend more cells to the left, and now it doesn't take that one, so that's blue. Aha! Another deduction. Now my green is penned in, so that's green now. But that's probably not unsurprising, is it? Because there are some greens it can reference over here. Although, having said that, this digit cannot be a 1, 2, or a 4. By Sudoku, 1, 2, or 4 are ruled out, so it has to signal this. It has to be a 3. That is so clever. This has to be 3. That has to be a bomb. That's a bomb. And 3 is a bomb, so that's a bomb. Okay. That's a 3, so that's not a 3 anymore, which means that's not a 6 anymore. This is coming down in terms of its optionality. We've got this 1, 2 at the top there. I nearly missed that with my absence of vertical scanning. Now, what does this mean? Purple must come out again. If those were both blue, can we really connect up the green? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only just. So it is possible that these are both blue. So the natural... Well, this would be lovely actually. If the green connected just across like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... which it can easily do, that would become an 8. Again, I feel like I've done quite well for the last 2 minutes, but self-praise is no praise. And what on earth do I do now? Not got a clue. Oh, I know what I might be able to do. This arrow, if that arrow's blue, doesn't blue get... Blue's already got 7 in it. So if that's blue, it has to be a 4 at least. That's going to break it. Because that'll mean the 9th blue cell is over here somewhere. And it's not going to be connected to its friends. Oh, that's really clever. Good grief. Right, so this square, well, probably it's purple, but it's definitely not blue. And therefore blue must take some more cells in this little area here. Now, it's got to take 2 more, so it's got to take this one, whether or not it takes that one. That one is forced in to being blue. Now, its option for its last cell, therefore, is either this cell or this cell. I'm tempted to say this cell's going to make green hard. Let's have a look at that. As if that's blue, that's now got to be green because it can't see any other colours due to the region divider. And now we've got to connect green. No, it doesn't work. You've got to connect green up to each other. You've already used 6 greens, 7, 8, 9, and you're nowhere near connecting them. So that's broken, and that's great. That means that's not blue, but that is blue. So, oh no, I was about to say that determines what this is, but that one got determined if all of these were green. Yes, as these are all blue, it doesn't get determined. But green is now... Yes, how does green connect? We've got 5 cells in green, and a direct crows as the crow would fly connection is taking 4 cells. So it must take those 4 cells because no meandering is possible. And that's beautiful. That 4 is now fixing that as a 2, which means that's a 1 and that's a 4. Wow. Okay, that is just, it's stunning setting this. Fistomaphelian, one might say. Okay. So now I've done blue and I've done green. Do I know any more about bombs? Ah, that's not a 1. I'll tell you something. No, that's not true. I was about to say this can't be a 4. That might be true, actually. If that's a 4, it clearly can't be orange because we've already got a 4 in orange. So it would have to be a different colour to orange, but then there's no black dot. So no, that is not a 4. There we go. So that's not 4, so that's not 8. Ah, there's a 1 here, so this is a 2. So this, that square's a 1 or a 4, I don't believe it. This 2 is signalling this cell is a bomb. So that one's a bomb. And it's in the same region as this square. And again, we can't fit a different region, therefore, in here because these won't connect to each other in 9 cells. So those 3 are all the same colour. We'll make that grey. I've now got 2 bombs in the final column. I've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, hang on. How is that ever a 4? It's not. This is lovely. If that's a 4, this is a bomb. Oh no. Well, actually, there's actually loads of reasons why this is not a 4. Here are some of those reasons. If this is a 4, that's a bomb, and that's 4 bombs in row 8. Also, if this is a 4, it's saying these 2 are the same colour. And what colour could that be? The only colour that's available is orange because green has already got 9 cells, but that would mean there were 10 cells in orange, and that's not right either. So this square here is a 1, and this square here... Oh, hang on. No, that's okay. That's okay. This square here is a bomb. That is true. And what I was momentarily worrying about was that these 2 squares have to be the same colour, therefore, but they're clearly different from grey because of this black dottage here. But that's okay, I think. Ah, now, do I know now? I thought 4 wasn't a bomb. 4 is not a bomb because look, I've already got 4s in rows 8 and 9 that are clearly not marked as bombs when I have got the 3 bombs identified. So that means that square is not a bomb. Well, no, it's a bomb, but it's not a 4. So this square is not an 8. And now this is a 3-6 pair, which is gorgeous. And that means what, though? I don't know. As usual, I don't know what things mean. Where do we look now? Come on, Simon, have an intelligent thought. This black dot, that must be restricted because this lower digit cannot be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So the only options that can go on a black dot for this low digit are 6 and 8. So this square above it is a 3 or a 4. Again, I don't think that's that useful, is it? Okay. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9s. So So the two bombs that I've got in orange, unidentified, have to be from the digits 5, 6s, 7s, 8s and 9s. So any cell that has a bomb marking has to either be 3 or 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Now I know that that is good levels of pencil marking, but I might actually do that. Oh no, that's horrible. No, I don't think no, I've changed my mind. Sorry, that's just going to confuse me. Okay, sorry, that was a silly idea. How many bombs? Hang on. I need another bomb in blue. Oh, I think I've broken the puzzle. Oh no, maybe that can be the 3. Ah, I need at the moment, I've got two bombs in blue. Yeah, and I've got to put a third bomb in. Now that third bomb, I think, has to go here, because we know that 4 is not a bomb, and we know that there are already 3 bombs looking at these 5 cells, so I can't put more bombs into rows 8 and row 9. So that is a bomb, and I could see this couldn't be a 3. So then I was like, where am I putting my 3 bomb in box number in the blue region? Well, I think it has got one escape valve, which is here. Oh no, oh gosh, and that gave it a green hint, and I was like, oh no, I've got 2 bombs in green, but I haven't got 3 bombs in green. I've got this bomb, which is in blue, and I've got, okay, I think, so now I've got to put a 1 in blue. Where does, I've got a 1 in blue. No, I think, okay, what about 1 in green then? No, okay, well I think 1 in green actually, very annoyingly, has, 1 is not a bomb, is it? No, 1 is not a bomb, because we've got 3 bombs in orange, so 1 couldn't be a 4th bomb in orange. So 1 can't go in those squares. So 1 in green is in one of 2 positions because of this 1 down here. So one of those 2 squares is a 1. So maybe I have to look at these arrows now then. I want to say these are all part of the same region, but sort of axiomatically, is that true or not? Actually, it might not be true that one has to be. Yeah, if these were all purple, and then this could be a different, no, this one could be a different colour, I think. Oh, although then that would have to sort of dip in again. Yeah, but it probably could. It can just do that. Good grief, that's so annoying. Look, it could do that, the purple region, and then this cell would be a different colour and still be capable of sort of looping around here and seeing itself. That square, though, that's a bit restricted. That's got to be, it can't be 1, 2, 3 or 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can't be greater than 6. That's a 5 or a 6. Oh, for goodness sake, you are kidding me. That can't be a 6. If it's a 6, it's definitely in a different region to green, because green's complete, and it therefore would need a black dot, and there's no black dot. That's a 5. That's lovely. So that's a 5. This square here has become a bomb, signalled by the 5. Oh, this is this is beautiful. Now where does 5 go in the blue region? By Sudoku? Oh no, 5 could be a bomb. Ah, bother. And that would make this... Oh no, 5 can't be a bomb. If 5 was a bomb, there would be 4 bombs in row 7. So 5 is not capable of being a bomb square, and by Sudoku it's ruled out of that square. That's a 5. Wow. So now No, it doesn't quite work. I was hoping I could get the 5s locked into the same cells as the 1s in the green region, but I don't think I can. Okay. So now we know 5 is not a bomb. Is that right? It is right. So these digits down here, do we know whether 6 is a bomb? If 6 was a bomb, if 6 was a bomb, that would have to be an 8, because it couldn't be a 6, because that would put a 4th bomb in the row. No, okay, don't know. Right, but the blue region is now probably the most constrained. It's got the most digits in it. So these squares are 6s, 7s, 8s and 9s, and I am prepared to pencil mark just 4 options into a... But if this was a 6, again, there should be a black dot between those two squares, so it's not a 6, so that square is a 7, 8 or a 9. I can do the same thing here with 4 and 8. If this was an 8, it would have a black dot, because it's in a different region. So that is a 6, 7 or a 9. Okay, sorry, I don't know if I can do anything more with that. This bomb square is also prevented from being an 8 by the negative constraint with that, because of the absence of dottage in this domino. So this square, which has got to be 6, 7 or 9 as well. I wonder if those two are the same then. Can we prove that or not? I think we can, because these two must be different. And that's not, neither of them are capable of being a 3. Yeah, those two are the same digit. So that means that square, which is the other bomb in green, which is not 3, has to be the same as that digit. So that square is a 7, 8 or a 9. So that square, which is not a 3, has to be the same as this square, which is a 6, 7 or a 9. This square... no, that's no good. So that can be 3, I think. Although I think it could still be 3, or it's this one, so it's 7, 8 or a 9. This one is not 3, so it's the 7, 8, 9 version of bombage. Okay, so now... Oh, hang on, I've got a 3 on a black dot here. How did I miss that? That's got to be a 6. Oh, that's gorgeous. Hang on. Right, that's tidying up 6 out of those two squares. So that's getting a 7 or a 9 into this square. Oh, hang on, now I'm getting confused about which ones were which, though. That one now can't have a 6 in it. This one was the same as that one, so this one's down to 7 or 9. And so maybe I need to do something about this. Those 3 are the same, so we'll give those a black flash. And these 3 are the same, so we'll give those a light grey flash. So now do I know? Yeah. This is so beautiful. Right, now that is a bomb, but we now know that bombs are either 3 or 7, 8, 9 or 7, 9. They are never 6. So that's a 3. That's a 6. Oh. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, no, sorry, that's just stopped. How? I've just looked at the clock. I've nearly had an hour on this. I'm not even sniffing being halfway through it. Oh no! But that, I tell you, that is the sign of a good puzzle. It's the sign of a good puzzle if you can just be I mean, if you'd asked me how long I'd have said 20 minutes. So I've certainly lost myself in this. A bit of karma police going on. That's not a 3 by Sudoku. This is 2 or 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it can be 4. So there's either a bomb here or here due to this marking. This square can't be a 1 or a 2, so that square has got to be 2, 3, 4, 5. It can't be 5, that would repeat in the column. That square's only got the option of being 3 or 4. That's quite restricted. Oh, but this could be 1, 2, 3. It could be signalling the same bomb as this square. Is that real? There's a 3, 4 pair in row 6. I think that's right. I don't feel I did any great leaps of logic to get either of those squares. That seems to be driven by the black dot. And this one can't be anything else. Yeah, okay, so that means that square is not a 3. Now that means this bomb is not the black flash bomb, so it's the grey flash bomb. So I've got 4 grey flash bombs now, but only 3 black flash bombs. So I need to put a black flash bomb. Oh, yes. So where does my black flash bomb go in row 6? Because it's not in green, because it's already appeared in green, so it's not in those cells. It's not a 3 or a 4. It's not a 6, and it's not the grey flash bomb. So it goes there. That square is a 7 or a 9, and is a black flash bomb. Oh, bobbins, but I don't know what colour this is, so that's going to be horrible. Oh, I suppose what I'll just do is mark it as a bomb. That's the best thing to do. It's probably purple, but I don't think we know it's purple yet. Purple. No, actually, I say it's probably purple, but purple could dip like that, and that could be a new region coming up the left. So maybe we don't know what it is. I know those two are the same, don't I? Maybe this is where I've got to think. I'm running out of colours. Yellow, I've not used yellow. Right, these two are the same. This, if that's a 3... Oh, now hang on. The thing is, I've labelled this as yellow, but it could just as easily be purple. So we've got to bear in mind that yellow and purple might be the same colour, which sounds mad, but I think it is possible. Hang on. I've completed green now, so that square must be orange. It can't be any other colour. So that is our 9th orange cell. Yeah, okay, where does 5 go in orange? It's got to go here. So this square is a 7, 8 or a 9 to complete the triple that we've got left in orange. That is a 7, 8, 9 triple, and that is a naked single 6, I think. Which means that 1... Yeah, okay, that's fair enough, because 1 in row 8 has to go here. This square has to be a 6, 7, 8 or 9. Don't think we know which. There is a possibility of the absence of black dottage mattering for this domino. And keep talking. Don't know what else. You can't put 1 on this black dot or 3, 6. So it's either 2, 4 in that order specifically because of this 2, or it's got to be 4, 8. Which will put a 4 here. So this is quite restricted, actually. Oh, And there's no black dot between those two squares, which almost looks interesting again. Okay, no, sorry. I think we are going to have to... Are we going to have to indulge ourselves over here and try and work out what's going on? I feel like I'm desperately avoiding this because I can't see how to do it. Let me just stare at this for a second or two longer before biting this rather unpleasant bullet that Zeta has cooked into his puzzle for us. Okay, Zeta, what is going on up the left-hand side of this? We have got, as we tick over the hour, that square is the same colour as this square. Because even if this is a 2, again we get this thing along the perimeter where we can't stick a 9-cell region between two other supposedly 9-cell regions. It just won't work. So that is the same colour as that, but that colour might be yellow. That colour can't be purple. Purple just simply cannot reach round there. So these two are the same. I'll use orange for that. But we need to bear in mind two things now. Orange could be yellow and purple could be yellow. But that square now is at least a 3. Yeah, okay, so this has to be orange as well, doesn't it? Because if this was not orange, again, we'd be putting an orange 9-cell region in the middle of a region that would have to go around it, and that this region that would surround a 9-cell region will have more than 9 cells. So that is actually orange, and it's at least a 3. So 1, 2, 3. This square is at least orange. Oh, and that's... Hang on a minute, that's on another arrow. So once this, yeah, look at this. Once this has become orange, which it has, we can use the fact there's a 1, 2 in its column, and we know this square is at least a 3, which is going to propagate orange all the way up there. So this orange region is massive, and now it can't possibly be yellow, because these would be the 8th and 9th yellow cells, and that one is definitely not connected to that one. So we have a little deduction. Orange and yellow are different, which I know sounds like stating the bleeding obvious, but in this puzzle all is not obvious. This square is at least a 3. This square is at least a 3. That square is signalling there's a circle in one of 2 places. Oh, hang on, now I'm getting into trouble. Aren't I getting into trouble now if I make this purple? If that's purple and that's purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. Right. Yellow is not purple anymore, because if purple and yellow were the same, you'd get this arrangement. Now that is 5 cells of purple. The only way of connecting purple up now, we're in a 9-cell region, would be a crow's fly eye tetromino like that to connect as the crow flies tetromino like this. That's the only way of doing it. And these cells now are isolated, at least partly. That's a 5-cell region. Now 2 of those cells could join to orange, but the other 3 won't make a 9-cell region no matter how hard we try. So this is not correct. And that means that these 2 squares retain their yellowness, but they are not purpled. So purple must come out to here. Yet yellow must come out 2 squares to there. Purple must come out 2 more squares. Now purple can't get 9 cells in column 1, so purple's going to have to breach the yellow line here. There is a purple interloper in column 2 somewhere, or 2 purple interlopers. This must be forcible now, mustn't it? Let me just think about this. So purple needs to come out, and yellow then needs to surround the purple. Sorry, I feel like I'm being a bit slow here in terms of working this out. 4 here. 4 is not possible here anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4 is orange, and yellow is not orange, so that's a 2. That's not a 2. We've got a 4, 8 pair there. I don't know what that's doing. This square is either a 4, which would be signalling this digit as a bomb, which is possible. That's absolutely possible. Or it's signalling this cell as a bomb. And that would make this cell yellow and force this to be purple. Which I think is fine, isn't it? So can we force this digit some other way? I don't know. I just don't know. I feel like I've said that a lot in this puzzle. Okay, so what else can we do? What else can we do? Is it going to be Sudoku? That's normally what helps when I'm absolutely stuck, because I've normally not done it very well. Let us look at the digit 6 in green, because I haven't put a digit 6 in green, and I should put a digit 6 in green exactly there. And therefore that becomes a 3, and this becomes a 4, and that doesn't help me. Oh no! I was thinking about this digit because I thought, oh, if I can force this digit, I could probably get, if I can get a circle here, I can know what the purple does. But I was hoping to do it the other way round, whereas in fact, I've managed to prove it the wrong way. Oh, hang on. And then now I've got some negative constraintage I need to think about as well. Because now those 2 squares have no black dot, but they're not red, and they can't be orange or green. Does that mean they might be grey? They could be grey, actually. You haven't got a 3 or a 6 in grey. Or they could be some other. How many regions have I actually got as definite different regions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? Hang on. I'm going to double check that. That seems, because if that means if this is a new region, I've got to fill every other white cell in the grid with just these colours. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I have got 8 regions. So if this is a new colour, it would have to go to here. Feels remarkably hard for that to work. These 3 on the right hand side will all have to pick up an awful lot of stuff on the left hand side. I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, so what next then? Is there any low hanging fruit we can latch on to? So this 5 and this 4 are really annoying because they're basically illustrating the same or indicating the same bomb. None of those 4 squares are bombs in column 2. Is that a bomb? No, it's not. Okay, so in column 2, these 4 cells have to have 3 bombs in them, which is a little bit interesting. That one can still be a bomb, can it? If that's a 1, that could be a bomb. I suppose if that's a 2, that could still be a bomb. It doesn't have to be. You can jump over. So that would be a bomb and that would be a bomb. I'm sure that's the thing. The sense I'm getting about this puzzle is I reckon you could do it in about 25 minutes if you knew exactly where to look. But it's so difficult to get a handle on that I feel I'm looking in the wrong places all the time. What on earth am I meant to look at here? Help! What do we do now? We've got... I just don't know. Do I know what that digit is? I suppose I do know a bit about that digit. It's either a 3 or it's a 7, 8 or a 9 because they are the options for bomb cells. But that doesn't actually restrict it any further than just knowing that. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. Ah! I haven't used the 2. The 2 is signalling there's a bomb here. Ah, this is beautiful. Gosh. Okay, I didn't need to know what this digit was. I could have just used this digit. Once I knew that this wasn't a yellow, I could have used this digit to give me this digit. Not this digit, but this as a circle. And now we know that square is got to be purple because purple can't get 9 cells in column 1. So this is purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now if it took that one, 8, could we connect these up? No, you'd have to have a U pentomino as your most efficient way. A U pentomino is 5 cells, so 5 plus 5 is 10. That's too many. Beautiful. So that forces all of column 1. Oh. Now, if that, well, by the same token, this is definitely not a totally new colour that's not yellow, because then I'd have to put a whole region in here before connecting the yellow around that region, and that would be a nonsense. So that's yellow. That's yellow. This is probably yellow. If that's not yellow, let's just make that black for a moment. Yellow would zoom around the outside, and that would be too many cells again. So that's yellow. So yellow now, I've got 8 cells used up. This square's got to be a 3, 7, 8 or 9 using the logic we did on that cell. Now, that means I've got to add one more yellow cell into the grid. I've got to... I still don't know what to do. I know this is a different colour to yellow. It seems even more unlikely now that this is the new colour, because you're going to have to get all the way into this part of the grid with all... I don't know, actually maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not impossible. No, I might be wrong about that. I could do something like that. Pick up another yellow here, a couple of oranges here, and that could be red. Yeah, I think it's getting difficult, but not impossible. It would be very forcing if this is the 9th colour. Okay. Now, can we... Oh, here's a little deduction. Where is yellow's 1? Where is yellow's 1? That's a question I want to ask. And the answer is I don't know. But I do know, because yellow can only take one more cell, yellow's 1 is not in column 4 because of this one down here. So, and it definitely can't be in column 5 because that would make yellow at least 10 cells large. So yellow's final 1 is not here by Sudoku, so it's in one of those two squares. And that means that square is a 2. And it means that also means this square is not a 1, because that would interfere with the ability to put 1 in yellow. That's lovely as well. Good grief. Even deductions like that, hidden into a puzzle at this stage, I mean, after an hour and 15 minutes of some fairly dedicated solving, it's just remarkable. So now I've got this digit, and now I've got this digit. That's telling me that that square is a thingy thing, a bomb. So that cell itself, therefore, is 3, 7, 8, or 9. One, two, three. This square here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually, that square is more restricted than that because it is that, but it can't be 2. Now, if it's 1, 2, 3, no, it could be 4 or 5. It's probably 5, signalling this square, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not 4. There's a 4, 8 pair. Whoa, hang on. I'm just going to double check this square. Just from the point of view of not taking a cell that's off the end of the grid, it's got to be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Yeah, it does. So by Sudoku, it's just a 5. It just is a 5, signalling this square. So it doesn't give us another bomb, but it does give us a 5 in the row. And now these squares are restricted, look. In this column, I've not put a 2. I've not put a 2 in. Oh, you rotten thing. You rotten thing. So it's 2, 7, or 9 into those squares, I think. It's useless. Absolutely useless. Although I'm now wondering about the bomb. Oh no, there's one more bomb to find, which is the grey bomb. But the grey bomb could be an 8, couldn't it? Or it could be a 7 or a 9 in that domino. Right, okay. Okay, no idea. Okay. Here is another small deduction. Where does that digit go by Sudoku in purple? It's got to be there. So this must be a bomb. Woohoo! That's a bomb. We found another bomb, and we haven't exploded still. So, my phone's buzzing at me. That's okay. So this is the final bomb in column 2, and therefore this square is a 3, 7, 8, or a 9. Now, I've got a 3, 7, 8, 9 quadruple in the column, and I can place 1 in one in column 2 and in the orange region. How could this square be a 1? If this square's a 1, it's definitely not in orange because of this one. And therefore it should have a black dot, so it can't be a 1. It's just mad. Absolutely mad. Okay, so... Okay, what does this mean? I don't know. 3s, 7s, 8s, 9s. Oh, I was getting confused, but okay, it's because I've not got 9 cells in yellow yet. I was looking at these options thinking, but there are 5 digits there. But that's completely correct because I haven't got wherever the last cell in yellow goes. Wow, okay. That square is a 4. That can't be next to an 8 because they would be in different regions and the negative constraint would bite us. So that is a 5, 7, or a 9. It doesn't do anything. I don't know where to look again. What about that square then? So that square is... it could still be as low as 3, signalling this square as a bomb. So we still don't... I mean, that square can't be a large digit, can it, actually? Maybe this is the point. This can't be... it can't be a 6. That would be off the end of the grid. So it must be just a 3 or a 4. And that gives us a 3-4 pair in column 4, which does nothing. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. This is so difficult. Have I got, how many ones have I got in the grid? Loads, actually. I've got 8 ones. I should be able to place the 9th one. Right, where does it go? I've not put a 1 in column 7. It looks like it's got to go here by Sudoku. That's gorgeous. Wow. Wow. Okay, so that's on a black dot. That gives me a 2. That's a 2 now, if I trust my pencil marks. And I'm definitely going to do that. Good grief. Now, what does that mean? That means those are black dotted. These are not black dotted, so this is the same region. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that is stupendously clever. Zeta math, good grief. I'm going to make these 2 squares purple, just because this purple's boxed in and we'll never touch this purple. But this is the 9th region. And I say that because it clearly can't be orange. It clearly can't be yellow. Now, can it be red? No, because there's a 1 in it and there's a 1 in red. Can it be grey? No, because there's a 2 in it and there's a 2 in grey. So it has to be a different region altogether. So now we know. Doesn't that have to be red now? Because this has to attach to an existing region. We have now identified every region. So I can't just hypothecate this to some new random region. It must be in one of the regions I've already coloured. And every region, I think, maybe if I double click them, it looks like I've got too many 2s. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, all 9 2s are actually placed in the grid. So that just needs to find a home. Its only home is possibly in red. So that is quite lovely. Although, so now maybe I can do something with this region, because this region, in order to be in purple, would have to join up with, yeah, this is really lovely. I think this is good logic. If this is purple, we have to connect these purples together at the same time as picking up all this white space, just using red and grey, which are going to be penned in by purple. There is no way. There is no way. That would imply that purple picks up sort of all of these cells. And you can see that's going to make purple enormous. It's impossible. If we keep purple down to a sensible number of cells, and the most efficient we could be would be, we can't even do it like that actually. We have to sort of, I think we have to do something like that, and then one more cell. You can see there's too much too much uncoloured real estate on the left-hand side that could not reach a region. So this is not purple, and it's definitely not red because it's a 3-6, and it's both of these are the same colour because of the lack of black dot. So we can now colour these grey. Okay, so now we shall look at what then. So we've got 6 cells up at the top right to fill. 3. How many 3s have we got in the grid? Not many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got Do we know more about threes elsewhere? We know that. Do I know one of those is a 3? No. Although maybe I do actually, because no, I don't. Oh no, it's very difficult. Although maybe that one. I think we don't, because there's one cell in yellow that could be a 3 that is not this in this domino. Obviously this could never be a 3 because of that 3. But it is possible for there to be a yellow 3 in column 4, but only in that cell. Oh no, that can't be a 3. Ah! So there is a 3 in this domino. That's interesting. Yeah, you can't put another 3 in yellow anywhere. So there must be a 3 here. That means that's not a 3. So that means that's not a 3. Oh, wow, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, now there's some beautiful logic I could have got here and didn't, but I've got it by hook or by crook. This is not a 3. And I was worried about that for a moment because I thought it was going to be a 3 because I couldn't see how it was going to be a big digit. But actually, I could have seen before this is never a 3. Let me show you why. If that's a 3, it's signalling that that square is a bomb, which is a 4. Well, we know 4 is not a bomb from all the stuff we've done at the bottom of the grid. So that was never going to be a 3. But we've got it a different way, and that's fine as well. But it does mean that this cell is under enormous pressure now, because it is telling us that there is an orange cell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, okay. It's telling us this is orange. And this can't be 9. Because if that's 9, that's signalling a cell that's off the end of the grid. So this is 7 or 8. It's signalling a bomb in one of those two cells, both of which could be bombs. We haven't got our third bomb in either column 8 or column 9. So 7 or 8 here. So 7 or 8 is the same as that square. So that's now a 7 or an 8. Okay. What does that mean? That means that do we know what colour? Oh yeah, we do. Look, this bomb is not the grey flash bomb, so that is a black flash bomb. So that's a grey flash bomb. That must be a grey flash bomb. Does that help us? I'm not sure it does actually. Sorry, I'm just trying to understand what that means and failing miserably. I don't know what that means. I sort of want to say this square can't be a bomb now, because it sees both the grey flash and the black flash bomb. So that's not a bomb. But I've still got, therefore, to put another bomb in yellow. Okay, yeah, but I've got another yellow cell to find. So this might be able to be a bomb. If that's a bomb, it's got to be a grey flash bomb. Or there is another yellow cell which is a bomb. Yeah, okay, so there's a black flash bomb up here. Hang on, let me just think about this, because this feels very difficult to me. This is not a bomb. This is not a bomb. So we've got to put the grey flash bomb into this column somewhere. Now, it could go here. We can't go here because there's a grey flash bomb here. It could go here. So one of those two squares is the grey flash bomb. This can't be a grey flash bomb because of that grey flash bomb. So there is a grey flash bomb in one of those two positions. Now, if it's here, it's obviously in the yellow, and that's fine. And the yellow does need a grey flash bomb. But if it's here, it couldn't be part of the orange, because orange has already got the grey flash bomb, but it could perhaps be part of purple. So that would be a region then. Or I guess actually it might be able to loop it round and put an orange in here. Orange has got 8 cells in it, so orange needs one more cell. Orange needs a black flash bomb in it. Where's that going? And the answer is, I think, anywhere. Oh, grey flash bombs are now 7s or 8s, so I can get rid of 9s from all my grey flash bombs. Now, I don't know what to do. I think the challenge now, it feels like the challenge is going to be to place the remaining bombs. Now I've got to put, look at this, in this column I've got to put a grey flash bomb, and it's not there. So the grey flash bomb is either here or here. That's weird. Okay, so it's either here, in which case grey flash is a 7, or it's here, in which case grey flash is an 8. Which feels quite interesting. Maybe not that. Maybe that's not enough. Okay, let's go back to Sudoku. I'm struggling again. 1s we have done, I think. Yes. 2s we have done. That seems to be 9 2s. I think I've allocated them all. 3s I have definitely not done. So how do we improve our work on 3s? We can say what? Don't know. There is a I really don't know. I've got to put a 3 in. Oh, okay. I've got to put a 3 in the final column of the grid, and that's got to go in one of those 3 squares, I think. So that might be worth noting. Three in the purple has to be in one of those 3 cells. So which columns haven't got 3s in then? It's this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, so it's this constellation of 3s that we're working with. Now, can we deduce anything useful about that? I don't think so off the top of my head, to be honest. 1, 2. Hang on a moment. 2, 3. Wow, this is it's so tricky to see these steps. I'm sure there are things that are easier than this, but here is a deduction. That is not a 3, because if that is a 3, I am going to tell you that the top row of the grid, I think, now has 4 bombs in it, because 3 is a bomb. This 3 is signalling a bomb in this square, so that's 3 bombs so far, but this 7 or 8 is signalling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of the final 2 cells has also got to be a bomb. So if this is a 3, you've definitely got 4 bombs in the top row, and therefore that's a 4, and that's a 3, and that's a 6. Now that's doing what? It's knocking a 3 out of that cell. 3s Okay, so now we get a 3. I've got a little constellation of 3s up here, which basically rule 3s out of the rest of these rows. We've got our 2 3s for row 2 and row 3 within those 4 cells, so we can't have 3 3s in the row. So there must now be a whoopsie, not a whoopsie. There must be a 3 up there. Now, what does that do? So now we've got 7 3s and the constellation of 3s over here. We've got oh yeah, that's right, that's beautiful as well. Good grief, I can now tell you that this is not only a bomb but an orange bomb, because if this square was not orange, where would orange get its 3 from? Orange would have to get a 3. It's only got... If this was not orange, by the way, because that's confusing. If this was... This is 8 cells. So it's got to get its 3 from one of these cells or this cell. Now these are not possible, because these can't be 3s because of the constellation of 3s here. So it must get its 3 from this cell. So that is now a complete region, and that... no! It doesn't tell us whether this is a 7 or an 8. No, the 4 must... 1, 2, 3... No, hang on, what's going on? So this square now is a bomb. All 3 bombs have been identified in row 1. This 7 or an 8... could be signalling either of those, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I thought when this 3 was in that was going to force this to be an 8, but no, it could be a 7, and it actually may be likely to be a 7 because there is now confirmed to be a bomb in this cell as well due to this 4. For goodness sake. 1 hour, oh my goodness, 1 hour 37 minutes. This is probably going to be the longest Sudoku solve ever, assuming I can solve it. I don't know. Please, I'll be very grateful if any comments tell me that I'm not being completely inept at solving this, as I sort of feel like I might be, but then I don't think this is very easy. Every deduction sort of has to be wrung out of it against its will, and believe me, the will of Satermath is something to be reckoned with. It is, yeah, it is adamantine. That's what it is. Now, what about that square, therefore? That square is interesting because that is not a grey flash. That must be the black flash. So, sounds like a new DC. Is it Marvel? Who's Flash? Is he DC or is he Marvel? I'm not sure. I can remember. I think he's DC. Now, so what's that doing then? Well, it's giving me a 7, 8, 9 triple in this column, so that's a 4, 5 pair. The world's most useless 4, 5 pair. I don't believe it. I'm sort of looking along the row, thinking, well, that's going to be helpful. No, it's not. Here's a deduction. Where does 6 go in this column? That is a good question, because it's not in grey. It's got to be in one of those squares, therefore, but it's not next to this 3, because if it was, that would be a black dottage, which is absent. So that can't be a 6. So that must be a 6. Oh, right. That is actually remarkably beautiful. That's just such a beautiful digit, because what does that do to the grey region? And the answer is it frames it, because we can't now extend the grey this way, so the grey must extend there. Because if it extended to here, there'd be 2 6s in its region. So grey comes to here now, Yeah, I know. It's a very tiny deduction, and I'm sorry. 6, oh, hang on, 6 in the top row, though, I've now noticed is in one place. I'm going to put that in while I see it. Those squares are a 7, 8, 9 triple. Come on, this must be close now to at least giving up more of its secrets to me. Give your secrets to me, come on. 6. I want to look at where 6 goes in this row now, actually, because I'm seeing it can't go there. It's definitely not the same as a 1. It's not there. It can't go in grey. So it's in either this square or this square. Now, can we see which of those is actually possible? And the answer is no, of course we can't. Bother. Okay. I don't know where to look. Okay, let's try. Should we complete column 9, at least with some pencil marks? 5s, 7s, 8s and 9s. So I will put those in the hope that that sheds light on the world. And of course it doesn't. So therefore we shall have a look at, don't know where, really am absolutely bamboozled by this. Can we, what am I missing? I feel now like I must be missing something very fundamental. What about this row? That's a 7, 8 or a 9, and it's, maybe I've got to colour the 7, 8, 9 digit that's not a bomb. That's possible, isn't it? 4, oh, hang on, 4 I've just seen in this column is in this domino. And that's aligning with the 4 here. So we can't put 4. Oh, that's, yeah, this is beautiful. Right, okay, great. Where does 4 go in purple now? Because I've got 2 4s in that domino, not in this 2 by 2 here. I can't put 4 in here, or there will be 3 4s in row 4 and row 5 combined, and that won't work. So 4 gets shifted up here to join its friend the 3. So this is now a 3, 4 pair. Ah, now that finds friends with 4s over here. I don't believe it. I don't think that does anything. I think actually I've got too many 4s in the grid for it to be interesting at all. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 4s, yeah, and I've got 2 here and 2 here. So that's all 9 4s. So probably the interesting question in that regard is where 5 goes. So these squares here are 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, and 9s. And that is good Livesque. I accept the charge, mea culpa. That's not a 6 actually. Yeah, okay, that's good. That is good. Where does 6 go in this funny region here? In fact, I've got a 7, 8, 9 pair as well, so I can place 5 and 6 into this region. That must do something, please. 4, 7, 8, 9. This square here is, I don't believe it. No, it doesn't do anything. 4, 7, 8, 9. I don't believe it. And that is why I fail. Can I do what? What do I need to do then? Probably, I don't know. I really am totally and utterly bamboozled by this. How long? 1 hour, 3/4. I think I must be getting tired as well. That's the only reason I can't solve this quickly. It's not that it's difficult. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. All you have to do is about 300,000 difficult deductions in a row, and then you've done it. Golly. Come on, give up. Give up, puzzle. You're beaten. Believe me. I think this video is just going to degenerate into me ranting ever more spurious things as I try and understand what on earth is going on. Oh, okay, that square is a 7, 8 or a 9. I just noticed. That might be interesting. Is it? Of course it's not. We know it's not. Can I prove that that one is not, either is or is not, the bomb that corresponds to the, this square? So this square is the same as this square. So maybe this is something I should be doing. Can we get that same digit identified as the same as this square? Yes, I can. It's that digit there. Now we don't know which of these green digits is that digit, unfortunately. We'd have to get the 5 to know which was which, and that's very annoying. Can I do that in another row? Yeah, like I can see this square cannot be a bomb. Is that somehow helpful? Because it sees both colours of bombs. Don't think so. Can we? Don't know. Just don't know what to do. Let me try and think about something else. We can. Have I not used? It could be. I mean, it could very well be Sudoku, of course. That always hangs over us like the sword of Damocles. Or it could be negative constraintage that I haven't spotted somewhere. Or it could be region extension that I haven't understood in some way. And that is possible. I mean, that is possible. I've got to allocate this 6 to either red or purple. But it doesn't look appetizing to do that. It really doesn't. 8, 9. There's definitely a 4 in here. I've got to put... Can I, if I could work out which of these was a 3, at least I get some more digits. Is there some way we can do that? Negative constraint? No, I don't think so. Oh, look, that's another of those funny digits that goes along with its friends there and there and there. So that's interesting. We've got... I've got a 5 and a funny digit here. I've still got to put, one of those is the black flash digit. I've still got to put the grey flash digit into this region. Can I do that somehow? I think I looked at this before, didn't I? And I figured I couldn't. I figured it was in one of 2 places because of this grey flash digit. It's in one of those 2 places. So this square here is 5, 7, 8 or 9 by Sudoku. I would love to know whether this square was yellow. That feels like an important deduction. Or maybe actually I could look at this 3. Now this 3 can't be red or grey, I've just noticed. So that 3 must join its friend purple. There we go, there's a little deduction. Does that do anything for us? Well, okay, yes, I think it does. What colour is this square now? Surely that is purple. Because it can't be yellow, because yellow only has 1 more square to take. And if it was either red or grey, which are the only other colours it could be, you couldn't then connect the purples up to each other. So that is purple. Now that unfortunately could be yellow though. So, but this now must be purple. Just extending our logic, we can't fit another region in between these two, this domino of purple and that purple. So those are now 4 purples in the top row. Not top row, the second row. And they're different from that purple. But I still don't know. Yellow still has the ability, I think, to take any of those 3 squares. If yellow took this square, purple would go here, here and here as a minimum, which would only actually use up 8 cells of purple anyway, so that's perfectly fine. What about this 1 then? What does this belong to? So this 1 needs to join not purple, not yellow, not red. So that purple, that's grey, okay. So therefore this is grey, because we can't interrupt it. That feels like that sort of might matter somehow. I've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 grey cells placed. What's missing from grey? And the answer to that is the black flashed bomb. That should have a bomb sign on it. I was just wondering about why that didn't have. That should have a bomb sign on it. And that means, I don't know, done my bombs for row 6. That's not surprising. The final bomb in column 3 is either here or here. Don't think we know which, but I might be wrong about that, but I don't think we know which. The final bomb for this column can't be here. That's true. But I don't see why it can't be in purple up there. We've got 2 bombs in these 3 squares, because we've only got 1 bomb so far allocated to column 5. One of those 2 has to be a bomb. We've worked that out ages ago. That's not a bomb, is it? So one of these 2 is a bomb. I still don't think I quite understand how to do this. What about row 4 then? Where is the final bomb in row 4? It's not there, so it's either here or here, both of which I think are possible. That's a good question. Right, now we've extended grey to here. Where is... Yes, this is a good question. Where is the grey bomb in row 5? Because it can't be in grey, because it would repeat in grey. And it can't be those 2 squares. And it can't be here by Sudoku. So that is a grey bomb. Ooh, that's a deduction. At least... sorry, let me just shade that in. So that is our 3rd bomb in this column. It's our 3rd bomb in yellow. So it's also not there. Therefore, it removes 9 as an option from itself, doesn't it? So these 2 squares are the same digit. They are either double 7. That's it. Right, got it. Or double 8. How can that be double 8? If it would remove an 8 from there must be an 8 in one of those squares. So that can't be double 8. That's got to be double 7, and that gives us a bomb total. So it's only taken me 2 hours, but I now believe that the grey flash bomb, and keep talking, is a 7. So I'm putting that in. Oh, yeah, now that's really important actually. Not just for 7s, which I should be very careful to actually, I probably should do this very slowly now, shouldn't I? But also, of course, because that's a 7, that's actually giving me my black flash bomb now is forced to be a 9. So I get some 9s just straight off the back of that. That must be an 8 by Sudoku. That must be an 8 by Sudoku. We can take 8 and 7 out of here. We can take 9, and so that's a 5 by Sudoku. So this must be an 8 by Sudoku. This 5 is telling us this square is an 8 at the top of the grid. Whoa, this is exciting now. I'm actually feeling moderately hopeful for the first time in a while. Please don't stop now. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Look, yellow hasn't got an 8 in it yet. An 8, and it can't get an 8 from column 4 because there's already a green 8 in there. So that must be the 8 that we need for yellow. So yellow's now being completed. That means this square must be purple because nothing can interrupt purple round the perimeter. Come on. That 9 means that's a 7. That's taking 7 out of here. Can I get... I can take 7 out of there as well because of this 7. So I've got an 8-9 pair, which makes that a 7, which means these, actually both of these are bombs, of course, aren't they? Let's put the bombs in if we can. Have we got any 9s unlabelled as bombs? That square I've just noticed is an 8. So we're actually getting on a bit with the Sudoku here, aren't we? Which is moderately exciting. What's this square? 4, 5, 8 or 9. So it's 4, 5 or 9. Don't know if we know what, unfortunately. We've got 2 bombs here. So we've done all our bombs for that column. We've not placed a 9 in this column. This 4 is useful, so that's not 4. So this is 5 or 9. It's still not resolving, you know. It really doesn't seem to be giving up. There's got to be a 6 in this column somewhere. I haven't put one in yet, so that seems to have to be there. Doesn't do anything. This square's got to be a 5 or a 9. I don't believe it. That square is an 8. Okay, maybe that does something. So that we got a 4-9 pair here. So we've got 4, 8, 9 along there. 8 here is giving me a 5 there. Maybe that's it. 5, 8. Yes, that gets me a 4 and an 8. And an 8 and a 9. And a 9 and a 4. And a 5 and a 4. Yeah. 4 and a 3, a 3 and a 9. And a 9. And a 5. And I've done the Sudoku, I think. But what I haven't done is the arrangement of the digits. So I can't really claim to have solved it yet. I've got a panoply of 8s there that look a bit tricky. In fact, you can see they're going to have to be a purple and a red 8. Because grey has already got... What's grey? Grey needs a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It hasn't got a 5 in it. Well, the only 5 it can get orthogonally is that. So that's grey. At least it's still working at this point. 9 is bomb, isn't it? So 9, I need to put some bombs in probably. 9, 9. So there should be 3 bombs in every... That's a bomb. In every row. 3 bombs, 3 bombs, 3 bombs, 3, 3, 3. Yes, okay. So we've got all our bombs placed. We've got to put... We can't put... We've only got red and purple to fill in. And purple already has a 9 in it. So that must be a red 9. And now we can't interrupt the flow with purple there, can we? Because that will prevent this 9 joining up with its friends. So this 8 and 4 are red. That makes that a purple 8. That makes that a red 7. There's already a purple 7. So now we've got well, we've got to extend purple there because it's got to go through the junction. We need one more. Oh, we need a 5. Oh, we've got a choice of 5s. But red must extend and take that 5, which forces that to be purple 5. And that should be a red 6. And that red does need a 6. I believe that is the correct solution to this puzzle. My goodness me. Now I should put all my 9s should have black flashes to make them consistent with our DC versus Marvel universe, and all of my 7s should have grey flashes like that. I think that they all have now, and that is, if I click tick, looks good to me. I'm not sure whether Sven's software understands the fact that I've divided this into so-called regions, but I have done. In fact, look, I could even do this, which will give me some sort of pleasure to finish off actually drawing in the boundaries, which I'll probably now get wrong and get a panoply of complaints for, but forgive me if I do. I think this is the correct solution. I felt like I did everything logically. I definitely didn't feel like I did it quickly, but I'm not actually sure that that's an easy puzzle. I might be wrong. I might get... Some of you may be watching this saying, no, that was easy, but it didn't feel easy. I mean, from start to finish, every deduction had to be wheedled out of it. Say to Matthew was some sort of evil genius. Over 2 hours. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, having watched it, you can get back to Cobra Kai now. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks to Zetamath for being an absolute beast of a constructor. I mean, it's genius. It is genius. It's just very hard for mere mortals to solve. I will be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.